The raging fire of God's judgment will consume Sunday worship. In the final moments of Earth's history, worship will be the dividing line between the saved and the lost. It won't be about church attendance, good intentions, or spiritual emotion. It will come down to one question: did you obey God, or did you follow man? According to the Bible, a time of fiery judgment is coming, a time when the wrath of God will be poured out on all who knowingly reject his commandments in favor of tradition. Revelation 14:9-10 gives a terrifying warning. If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. This isn't symbolic language. This is a prophecy of real, divine judgment. The issue is worship, not just if you worship, but how and whom you worship. In Genesis 2:2-3, God established the seventh day as the Sabbath, a day of rest, holiness, and worship. He blessed it, sanctified it, and made it a permanent part of creation. This was before sin, before Moses, and before any nation existed. In Exodus 20:8-11, God engraved the Sabbath commandment in stone. Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. The seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. This commandment was never revoked, not by Jesus, not by the apostles, not by any inspired prophet. In fact, Jesus kept the Sabbath, Luke 4:16. His followers kept the Sabbath, Acts 17:2, Acts 18:4. And even in the last days, God's faithful people are identified as those who keep his commandments. Revelation 14:12. So where does Sunday worship come from? In 321 AD, Emperor Constantine, a former sun worshipper, passed the first Sunday law stating, "On the venerable day of the sun, let all people rest." This was a political move to unite pagans and Christians, not a divine command. Later, the Roman Catholic Church boldly claimed to have changed the day of worship from Saturday to Sunday. The Church transferred the observance from Saturday to Sunday by the plenitude of that divine power which Jesus Christ bestowed upon her. The Convert's Catechism of Catholic Doctrine. If you worship on Sunday believing it's God's will, ask yourself, disprove that the Sabbath was established at creation. Disprove that Jesus and his apostles kept the seventh-day Sabbath. Disprove that the Catholic Church changed the day of worship. Disprove that Sunday worship originated from paganism, not Scripture. Disprove that Revelation 14 warns against false worship. You cannot. The fire of God's judgment will not fall upon those who simply didn't know. It will fall on those who knew the truth and rejected it, those who traded God's commandments for man's convenience. Jesus warned in Mark 7:7-9, "In vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. You reject the commandment of God, that you may keep your tradition." Sunday worship is not a harmless tradition. It is open defiance of the fourth commandment. It is the mark of a religious system that exalts itself above the authority of God. Soon the fire of judgment will fall. Will it consume you or purify you? The choice is yours, but time is running out.